By now everyone knows that there is a new Tesla Model 3, the Highland version, the 3 Plus, that you can buy in the United States. It hasn't been available in the United States until a few days ago. The prices are the same as the previous version. It doesn't qualify for EV incentives, but still it's a very good price. But there's a lot of confusion. A lot of people saying, I've heard that 50% of the parts in this car, 50% of this car is different, but it doesn't look that different. I mean, it looks better, looks sleeker, looks nicer, but it still looks in many ways like a similar vehicle. So what actually is the key difference between the old Model 3 and the new Model 3? Well, you can obviously see there's a difference in the styling, but what else? I mean, fundamentally, what is the difference between the two vehicles? I'm going to sum it up as quickly as I can for you, and I think really outline the most obvious ways the Model 3 Highland is better than the old version, and it's a lot better. Hello my friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. For those of you who have been emailing me curious to know how Shanna has been going with her cancer treatments, just a quick update. She had chemotherapy yesterday. It's about her, I believe, 4th round of chemo. She's definitely seen some improvements after increasing the dosage. She was doing the low dose chemotherapy before. She's doing some fasting, eating, taking lots of different vitamins, lots of different supplements, fenbendazole, taking also metformin, a few other things. Yeah, so she's taking lots of supplements. A lot of them were from what you guys recommended, so thank you so much for that. But yeah, she was in quite a lot of pain, and it did metastasize to the liver and another place, the lungs as well, until she started doing this new treatment round, which has meant she's been very, very tired, but been a significant improvement since that has begun. So yeah, quick update. If you want to know more about what I'm talking about, I'll put a link in the description below to our GoFundMe campaign. Everything that's new in the Tesla Model 3. Now, there isn't a good tweet here from Sawyer Merritt, but I'm going to outline some things that he didn't mention. Here are the things he did mention. Up to a 2.4% higher range on long range trim, 341 miles, same range on rear wheel drive, 272 miles. Actually, no, that's false. So Sawyer Merritt no, that's kind of true, but not really. So the new Tesla Model 3 has been tested according to the new EPA standards that Tesla didn't use for the Model 3 before. So the new Model 3 actually has quite a bit more range than the old Model 3. Can't say exactly because the new Model 3 Highland hasn't been tested on the old EPA standards. So Tesla's new Model 3 in the real world is going to get you probably approximately 10% more range on average. Because, yeah, like I said, it's come up with these range speed is significantly quicker, but the charging speed statistics are not. So you're probably thinking, is it really? Well, actually, yes. 170 kilowatt charging speed is the maximum for standard range. 250 kilowatt is the maximum for the all-wheel drive long range. But the curve is different. So Tesla's changed the charging curve. They can charge at a higher speed now for a longer period of time, meaning that you'll get a faster charge. Tesla's website says that the long-range version will replenish the battery 175 miles of range on a Tesla supercharger in 15 minutes. Before it was 147 miles of range. So that means charging speed is approximately 15% faster. The peak for a longer period of time means faster charging. Next, weight. The weight is different. It's range, that's the same for every electric car. When you start to increase that wheel size from 18 to 19 or 20-inch wheels, your range will go down. It depends on how big the wheels are, the tires are, but your range will always go down. Cargo capacity has been increased. There's 4.3% more cargo capacity. Range for the Model 3, the additional real world range is what I'm talking about here. Ground clearance was decreased by 0.1 inches, I should say. So yeah, just that little bit lower will give you, and it gives you a bit more range. 30% decrease in wind and ambient noise, 25% improvement in impact noise, and 20% improvement in road noise. How's that happened? Tesla has changed the rear glass of the car. All of it's been changed to acoustic glass. So now all glass on the car is acoustic glass. It's a slightly thicker, more laminated, a little bit heavier. That's probably part of where the weight increase for the standard range has come from. More premium interior materials. Journalists have said this in many videos. It's true. The fabric is softer and it is sewn with a more refined process to present a better overall texture. That's also door panels, everything in terms of the interior quality of materials has been improved almost everywhere. No more stalks. New steering wheel contains turn signals, light controls, horn, new camera button, wiper controls, and mic control. So a lot like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, the indicators, you press the button on the steering wheel. It's not actually an indicator stalk anymore. You probably know that already. But just for context here, there are supercars been doing this for more than a decade. It's not some brand new Tesla feature that everyone's complaining about. I think, why didn't no one complain about this when Ferrari and Lamborghini started doing it? I didn't see anyone complain. They just said nothing. Maybe because they can't own one of those. I don't know. There's a new dash design with a textured woven material. They've gotten rid of the wood, which is a nice improvement. By the way, the Chinese-made Tesla Model Y has also gotten rid of the wood as well. Multicolor ambient LED interior lighting extending from dash to rear seat doors. Updated center console with rear metal handles giving a more premium feel. Acoustic glass on the rear windows and back window as well. So I mentioned the rear windows, but it's also the back window. Before it was only the front windows. That's 360 degrees acoustic glass. More sound insulation for a quieter ride. Uptick in hood to let wind go over more quietly. So basically, the Sandy Munro interview showed where the engineers talked about how they adjusted the design of some parts in the car just slightly to do things like change the amount of wind and the amount of aerodynamic efficiency, plus just things like decreasing the noise. Upgraded suspension for a more premium ride, new springs and dampers, new geometry on front suspension, new bushings, new way they mount the subframe to the chassis. Everyone has said, every reviewer that I've seen, every journalist, all of them have said unanimously the ride comfort is significantly better. Stiffer body, better handling. More premium sounding door thunk. Passengers are more protected from door impacts due to new latch at the bottom of the door. 2 motors close the trunk now versus 1 before, resulting in a quieter automatic close, and it will closes more nicely as well. Tires have more cushioning for improved ride. So they use different tires, specially made electric car tires, especially made for Tesla Model 3s. Center touchscreen is now brighter, has smaller bezels, high contrast, and it's more responsive. In fact, the center touchscreen, I believe it's slightly bigger. It's just about 0.1 inch bigger because the actual viewable picture has been increased. So the bezel, the amount of like black on the sides of it has decreased. So basically the image now goes all the way to the edges of the screen. And I think the big change though is having a brighter screen. There's so many EVs, there's so many cars now where they have a screen and when the sun comes into the car, you can't see it. So having a brighter screen, increasing the nits is a big improvement. More comfortable rear seats. Redesigned lower rear bumper. All seats are now perforated. No fog lights anymore. Front seats are now ventilated in addition to heated. So ventilated and heated. That's a big improvement right now in this seat. I'm sweating right now. Doesn't have any ventilation. So that'd be cool for me to have right now. Here it's pretty hot in Australia in the middle of summer. Fog lights, I didn't have fog lights. I couldn't tell any difference at all. So if anyone has been able to tell a difference, let me know. 8-inch touchscreen for rear passengers. Didn't used to have this before. For climate control and for entertainment. You can have 2 headsets at the same time. So you can watch a movie on there and you can plug in 2 headsets. So if you've got 2 kids in the back, they can both have headphones on. They can watch movies on that 8-inch screen. That is actually a pretty significant improvement. Adding things like that at no extra charge is amazing. Drag coefficient has improved to 0.21 CD. Upgraded 2.0 ventilation system. You can now separately turn off the passenger side air. Couldn't do that before. Slimmer and sleeker headlights and taillight design. You already know that. Single wing-shaped taillight design, meaning better reliability and low chance for leakage and part misalignment. New sound system. The sound system is meant to be significantly better. It's got 17 speakers, up from 14 before. It now includes 2 subwoofers and 2 amplifiers. Some of the reviews that I've seen say it's the best sound system they've ever heard, and I'm talking about car reviewers who have tested hundreds, if not thousands of cars. I haven't actually heard yet, so I don't know. but that's what I've heard. 65 watt USB-C charger in center console so you can charge a laptop, better Bluetooth, upgraded microphones, now one on each passenger side. New mics make phone calls clearer and smooth. My current car, the phone calls suck. People are like, dude, your quality here is not real great. Can't hear very well. Apparently that's been improved in the new Tesla Model 3. 5G connectivity, 50% improved cellular service, 2 times greater Wi-Fi range, which is dual band Wi-Fi, improved connectivity to phone so car will recognize your phone from further away, 2 new wheel designs that better optimize battery life, new Tesla lettering replaces rear Tesla. Tesla's basically saying, yeah, you know, it's not going to be as fast as the Plaid, but it's going to be very, very close. That's what I've heard, which is actually quite a fast car, really, as standard. There is also one other change here. The default paint color is stealth gray. The other ones you can get pearl white multi-coat, that costs $1,000 US, deep blue metallic, $1,000 US, solid black, $1,500 US, and the new ultra red, which is a multi-coat red color, looks way better than the old red. The old red, I think, looks horrendously bad in comparison to the new red. The new red is just a huge improvement. Plus, you can also get your vehicles wrapped. In addition, you can buy all-season tires for $1,500 more. In fact, those are the standard 18-inch Photon wheels that come with a vehicle. They come with different tires, so $1,500 more. Don't know if that's worth it. Could be for some people. Those are all the changes. Pretty much all of them. Except there's a couple of others. The camera resolution has been improved. So all the cameras on the car have been changed to the new cameras, which are much higher megapixel. I believe they're about 5 megapixels per camera. There's an additional bumper camera in the front of the vehicle, like the Tesla Cybertruck. The version of the Model 3 made in China does not have that. It also does not have the radar. It said the Model 3, the new Model 3 has hardware 4.0, which is better than the hardware 3.5 in the Chinese version, Model 3 Highland. And one of the reasons is the radar. So apparently it's a new high definition radar. Now, Tesla hasn't said much about that. Potentially because you're not going to use it unless you get full self-driving, likely, but those are some changes you might not know about. Thank you for watching.